did the Great Pyramid of Giza house the Ark of the Covenant? According to measurements matching its dimensions, some people believe so. I don't believe so, but we'll go into this anyway. Now we know that Moses led the Hebrews out of the land of Egypt during the Exodus about 1500 BC, as was prophesied by God to Abraham. He told Abraham that they would be in a foreign land for over 400 years, and they would come out back to the promised land. So Abraham knew of this, and we just read that in the reading that we had in the Bible passages today. The Ark of the Covenant was constructed while they were in the Sinai desert. This was the instructions given by God to Moses on the mountain when he was given the commandments. So obviously they didn't take it with them when they left Egypt. What they took with them, though, was the casket with the body of Joseph the righteous. The Josephs of the robe of many colors, remember? Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Jacob had 12 sons. Joseph was somehow ended up being a slave and brought to Egypt, and he was the second after Pharaoh. And he was the cause of saving the whole of his brothers and the tribes of Hebrews. So they took out Joseph's casket. Now, I don't know if Joseph's casket had perhaps those dimensions, but let's go into this. Now, according to ancient religious texts, the Ark of the Covenant, also known as the Ark of the Testimony, is a golden wooden treasure described in the book of Exodus. It contained the 2 stone tablets of the 10 Commandments. It also had a bowl of manna and also Aaron's rod budding with flowers. It refers to various verses of the Torah in the Bible and remains a great mystery to historians. Where is the Ark of the Covenant? Some claim that it never existed. Others want to find it, convinced that it exists, the existence is real. Others claim to have found it and know where it is. Others, based on the descriptions given in the text, calculate that the ark should be essentially an electronic capacitor with 2 electrodes separated by insulator guides. This hypothesis, according to some researchers, is also confirmed by enormous power it's supposed to possess, as described in the texts of the Holy Bible. Now, as it may be, as true as it could be, the Ark of the Covenant has found a new theory that links it directly to one of the most enigmatic ancient structures on the planet. They claim it's connected to the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, in Cairo. Simply put, it's supported by new evidence that the Great Pyramid of Giza had been used to house the Ark of the Covenant. Proponents of this idea base their evidence on the fact that the measurements set out in the sacred text coincide with the size of one of the Egyptian monument sarcophagi in which no mummy has ever been found. And as we read in ancient code, the noted Jerry canon of crystal links, quote, the word ark comes from the Hebrew word which means a chest or a box. Kivotos in Greek means a cube, actually. It means a box, actually. Okay, in Greek as well. Now, quote, curiously, the dimensions fit perfectly. The Ark of the Covenant is the same as the exact volume of the stone chest or porphyry in the king's chamber in the Great Pyramid of Egypt, the only object in the king's chamber, just as the Ark was the only sacred object in the Holy Temple. Also, the basin where the priests washed their feet had the same dimensions, end quote. So it's not easy to say that this is a coincidence. However, and if such a version might be true, we should ask ourselves the reasons and motives for its placement in the Great Pyramid. Among many others, the assumption is that the Ark of the Covenant they took it in order to protect it from those who were chasing them. In other words, the Hebrews took it to protect it from those who were chasing them, the Egyptians. But beyond the dimensions, there seems to be nothing else to further strengthen this line of argument, since neither Moses, the plaques, the the tablets where the Ten Commandments were found, nor anything else to further confirm the theory, and the investigations are, of course, still continuing. I still don't understand the timing, because the Ark of the Covenant was actually built in the Sinai desert by the Hebrews. And the Hebrews also gave up their gold to plate it, to plate the Ark of the Covenant. Okay, so anyway, this is translated to you from a Greek article. Please leave your comments about this. Thank you. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. And we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.